You know, fuck it. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this, but whatever. Hey, you know, Ace, now that you're in this ring here with me, the AAW heavyweight champion. I actually, Ace, man, what a lot of you don't know is I wouldn't be holding this fucking belt right now if it wasn't for you, dude. Like, if it wasn't for Ace, man, I reached out to you for advice because I felt like I was stuck and I wanted to be somebody else. And I needed to find myself in wrestling all over again, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who I was. I knew what I wanted, and I knew that I wanted this fucking championship. I knew that I wanted to go on and win the Jim Lynam tournament. I did that. I wanted to be the champion. I fucking did that, and I'm still doing it to this day. And Ace, it's because of you, man. If I hadn't reached out to you and asked you for all that shit, if you hadn't pointed me in the right direction, I don't think that I'd be standing here with this belt right now. And I just want to say, man, thank you so much. Seriously, thank you. You're the fucking man, dude. For real, like, thank you for believing in me. Thank you for seeing something in me. Like, I don't know what it is, but you took a liking to me. And man, I cannot be more grateful for the things that you have done for me and the path that you have sent me down. And just the motivation that you've given me all over again. Dude, fucking thank you. But now that the Gunslinger is the fucking champion of AAW, I want everybody to know in the fucking back, I don't care who you are, I'm fighting you, I'm keeping this belt. Learn to like me now, because you're probably gonna hate me later, because that's how long.
Touching moment between Mentor, Ace Steel, what the hell? And
ladies and gentlemen, I give you my newest signee, Ace Steel.
We saw Chuck Smooth.
Oh, I wouldn't be where I am now for you, Ace.
No, we saw Chuck Smooth and Ace Steel leave together earlier tonight.
Ace, thank you so much.
Vincent just said he owed his career to Ace Steel, poured his heart out.
And this is a little fucking boy.
AAW Epic is in the books. You need to get the replay on Fight TV. We are here.
Hey, I don't need no fucking introduction. Hold this. You hold this, all right? You hold that fucking belt. Let me tell you something about this fucking title right here. You see this title? You feel the weight that you have in your hands right now from holding this fucking title? Do you want to know how it fucking feels while I'm holding it? It feels 100 times fucking heavier than what that belt feels in your hands right now. You can't even imagine the fucking pressure I'm under. I'm trying to find myself. I'm trying to fucking expose myself as the gunslinger, okay? I'm trying to carry this title because it means something to me. This title means more to me than some friendships. This belt, I worked my fucking ass off to get that fucking title. I worked my ass off to win the Jim Lynam. I worked my ass off to be in the position that I'm in right now. Friendships go out the window, isn't that right, Ace? Huh? You went and proved that, didn't you? Just had to turn your back on me. Huh? After I poured my fucking heart out to you, after I reached out to you, huh? I asked for your advice. And this is how I'm repaid? This is how you repay that? You ungrateful son of a bitch. And Chuck, Man, fuck you. You want to talk about, oh, he wants to get a fucking job somewhere. Oh, I got a job. I have a fucking job. That job is the AAW heavyweight champion. That is the gunslinger of AAW. That's my fucking job. You think I give a shit about some fucking TV deal? I've been here for 13 years on the independents. I know I ain't going nowhere. I know how this ends for me, Chuck. I know how it ends. My lucky number is 13 and a half. 12 jurors, 1 judge, and a half chance in hell. You think I'm gonna fucking play nice with you, Ace? Not anymore. Death! But for you, Ace. Always for you. Give me my fucking belt back.
A newcomer here to AAW Live, AJ Alexander, taking on a man who has made it a personal destiny to be the most active member of the AAW roster in 2022, Karam.
Well, you can tell that Karam doesn't take a lot of off days, whether it's in the ring, at the gym, or otherwise. An absolute beast of a human being. Karam, God, he gets bigger every time we see him. He gets, more conditioned and more intense and focused.
And also on top of that, more experienced, and a man as explosive, as powerful, and as dangerous as this. You combine the experience and his partnership with that maniacal mind of Akeem Zane. Karam's going to be looking as a top contender as we head into the fall, of course, with the 2022 Jim Lynam Memorial Tournament around the corner. You never know what can happen here in AAW, and Karam looking to take 2022 by storm.
And Karam against AJ Alexander, a 4-year pro out of the Pennsylvania, West Virginia scene. And Alexander is 245 pounds, and Karam launched him practically out of the ring.
Thrown with absolute ease. Karam strutting around like the bad guy that he is.
My God, you can see, I mean, I understand a young athlete wanting to make some inroads in AAW, but imagine getting a spot, getting an opportunity here on Alive, and finding out you've drawn Karam.
God, I couldn't even imagine what that would feel like. Oh, but AJ Alexander firing with a couple shots of his own, able to find his way out the back door.
Trying to take away that arm, that power. AJ is heavily influenced by the Japanese style, and
boom! That PK by AJ hooks the leg, upset Bruin and Karam out at 1.
AJ, a very intense striking game, looking to take the big man off his feet, but nothing doing. AJ is heavily inspired by the late Hana Kimura. Of course, we all know about her tragic story and the indelible legacy she left on so many that knew her. Wait a minute, it's like Cradle! Cradle! Oh man, what a newsbreaker that would have been.
Upset was Bruin, and
oh my God!
Spikes him down, neck first, center of the ring.
Karam is more offended that AJ would dare fight back than anything. And you got to wonder what impact Karam may have April 29th on Fight TV pay-per-view at Never Say Die.
Alexander, a valiant effort, but it seems as if Karam is eyeing the end of this contest as it started.
Oh!
Pop-up spinebuster, center of the ring, and Karam gets the due here on Alive.
All the fighting spirit of the world isn't enough to stop Karam.
2 minutes, 36 seconds, your winner, Karam.
Whether he's with Akeem Zane or on his own, Karam is always a threat and always looking for his next victim.
Yeah, you know what? There's 2 things you gotta know about beef. I hate losing, and I hate quitting. I hate quitting anything. Beef spirit is unbridled. I'm the Kentucky Stud. It may be nothing to nobody, but what it means to me is I got more fight, I got more balls, and I got more dignity than anybody else. Tonight, I lost and I quit. Yeah, I lost and I quit. To Fred Yehai, one of the best in the world. Screw America. Screw anywhere on the globe. He is the best in the world. And I hung in there with him for 18 minutes. Yes, I lost. Yes, I quit. But that won't define beef going forward. 18 years this company has ruled the independents. Beef's time is now. I don't care who it is. I'm here in AAW for one reason. Competition. And I'm looking to eat it up too. Fred, I got your number. We're gonna do this one again one day. And I got you. Check it out. Next time, Fred.
You seen what happened tonight. Fatal 4-way, they stacked the odds against me like they always do. I didn't lose that title fair and square, Ace. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I had to fight and claw my way up to the fucking top, man. But that's okay. That's okay, because on the way I learned more lessons. And that lesson is, your ass is grass. I'm coming for you. Next time I see you, next time we link, we collide, anything like that, I'm taking the Heritage Championship from you. I'm taking your baby away from you. Because that shit's mine, and it's been mine. Young goat shit.
Well, Joe Dombrowski, as we see just action kicking off here in the AAW Women's Division, would like to wish a speedy recovery, of course, to Sky Blue, as well as Christy James. Hopefully they are back in an AAW ring sometime soon. The Devil's Little Princess, Heather Reckless, has been on quite the winning streak lately. And then on the other end of that token, you have Chicago's Sweetheart. I don't know, she's not typically endearing of a sweetheart, and Missa Kate.
Well, I'll tell you what, even with the absence of Sky Blue, the AAW Women's Division is not going to take an off day or miss a beat. And, yeah, I've followed the career of Missa Kate over the past number of weeks and months, and it seems like her behavior is becoming a little bit more, would you say, erratic?
I would say it's definitely turning into that it's all about Missa mentality, which, to be one of the best, you have to have a mentality like that. I don't blame her for starting to really start to feel the confidence in herself. She's starting to put it all together, Joe.
Well, I mean, she's faced Heather Reckless before here on this program, and I believe it was Heather Reckless picking up that victory. Reckless has really established herself as kind of, I think, on the, oh, geez, what a hard shot to the guardrail. I was going to say that Heather Reckless may be just one big win away from really breaking out into superstardom here at AAW, but Missa Kate looking to play spoiler.
Oh my goodness!
Yikes!
Drop toe hold face first into the guardrail goes Missa Kate.
Well, this thing's getting wild in the early going, and I'm not sure which of these athletes that favors more. Kate is on the recovery. Here comes Heather Reckless with a crossbody.
Crossbody off the apron to the floor here at the Logan Square Auditorium. Somebody that gets more and more impressive every time out that we see him, Joe Dombrowski, is Heather Reckless. I say it time and time again. I think she's the brightest prospect in women's wrestling today.
Impressive, fearless, crossbody again. Nicely done, shoulders down for two. It is clear that Heather Reckless does not stop to think about things. She doesn't debate what she's going to do. She's very impulsive, very reactionary, and she's a spitfire. And here comes a quickened pace, but Kate with the full extension of the leg.
You know, and you talk about that AAW Women's Division, of course, heating up, whether it's Sierra, Vert Vixen, Lady Frost, of course, Sky Blue, Christy James, the list goes on and on of these competitors that are vying for the opportunity to get that AAW Women's Championship around their waist. Think about what a victory here would do for Missa Kate. She knocks off somebody that we say is the brightest prospect in the division. You got to think she might be looking at her opportunity sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and certainly if nothing else, it would be a invite for more and more appearances here on Alive and certainly AAW pay-per-views as well. We've seen Missa Kate infrequently, but almost an animalistic-like focus on that knee. Kate has come here to win. Kate has come here to prove herself. I'm not sure if she's Chicago's sweetheart, but she may be the talk of the Chicago world if she gets a victory here.
Oh! And the knee being wrapped around the ring post. Take a bow, Missa Kate. Coming in with a game plan that, simply put, is going to be the victorious and dominant one. She's focusing the attack on that left leg. If she can't stand, she can't fly.
You think she made those pants herself? It's a unique fashion choice. And Heather sent back into the ring, and certainly a heightened aggression here as Kate finds two than we've seen in the past. Kate, once upon a time, was very fun-loving, just wanted to show up, have a good time, eat a couple of donuts, but she's here to mean business here.
Well, I think one thing that she has learned is that the wins and losses do matter here in AAW. You can be as...
Oh my God. Slam that knee across the ring ropes, and of course, we know, Tyler, that's a misnomer to refer to them as ropes. They're tightly enforced cables. And Heather, I think when the knees hit the ropes, I think the back of Heather's head hit the canvas as well.
Now face first into that second turnbuckle goes Heather Reckless. That's Missa Kate, really just tenacious in her attack. She knows that these wins and losses matter. Every opportunity to make an impact, to make a statement here in AAW means the world for anybody, including Missa Kate.
Well, the women's division is so competitive, and there's so much parity there that if you take one loss, it could send you down to the bottom of those rankings. Heather Reckless,
sunset flip!
Desperation counter, but couldn't put her away.
A split second away from the W. Schoolgirl cover.
Heather using that quickness to try to trap Kate, but Kate shuts it back down. Heather can only be so quick with the damage done to that knee, and Kate being very, cover for two, very, very poised and focused with that offense, that leg extension, that flexibility is coming into play, and it's doing its damage.
Missa Kate has this surgical-like precision and focus right now. I've never seen her this intense, Joe.
Yeah, and again, I think that's what Heather's trying to counter. Heather looks like got in a quick choke on Kate, who gets to the ropes, but I mean, it comes down to, do you want to come here and have fun, or do you want to win and make money? And wrenching that knee, trying to completely dislocate that patella. And Kate has no remorse, no surcease, and she's using various disciplines to gain an advantage. Heather can't put weight on that knee.
Heather having trouble standing, which means that she is ripe for the picking as Missa Kate with a standing vertical suplex. Heather trying to get herself back up, using those ropes to her advantage, able to sideswipe the attack, sending Kate to the outside.
A nice defensive counter by Reckless, who's got to assess the danger and the damage to that knee. And press on here. I think the longer this match goes, the more Heather will be in trouble. A desperation lung blower sends Kate down. Can Heather capitalize? No!
Only able to get the two. Kate able to kick out.
You know that Sky Blue's watching on from somewhere. Christy James is watching from somewhere. But you have to ask yourself, Tyler, should this matchup continue? Should the official consider stopping it?
You know, I think that there's one thing that both these competitors wouldn't want to do, specifically Heather Reckless, as she's the one that's in the most pain. She's not going to want to lose this contest without putting up a big fight. What she's doing right here, boots her in the stomach, and a running drop kick catches her in the head.
Heather is going back to her comfort zone, what she knows so well, but stick and move and speed only works so well. There's a hook in the leg for two. I mean, Heather cannot put weight on that knee. How is a running-based offense going to pay off long-term?
She's going to have to try and get that quick victory if she can find her wits about her. Pulling Missa Kate into a precarious position is Heather Reckless, as Reckless heading up to that high rent district, Joe.
Now, again, this is risky. Her name says it all, Heather Reckless. She's not thinking about the consequences. She's not thinking about the time in the hospital. Reckless is living in the moment, but man, it may not pay off as Missa Kate fires back.
Reckless firing with a couple quick shots to the kidney area.
Well, depending on how this landing goes, could dictate this match, as both ferocious athletes are looking to gain the advantage.
And now Kate!
Oh!
Huge superplex off the top rope. Kate now writhing in pain, going for a cover of her own lateral press. Heather Reckless able to roll that left shoulder off the mat.
I like Kate's body control. She tried to shift and bridge on that suplex to make sure Reckless absorbed all the impact. And there you see the running knee strike. May have knocked Heather out.
Drive-by knee only gets the two. Reckless out one more time. And the frustration setting in for Missa Kate.
You ain't kidding.
She cannot lose her composure here. You have your competitor right where you want him.
Well, you lose control, you lose your composure, you lose focus. Bottom line, and Kate zeroing in once again on that knee. Heather's trying to get away, and now cinching in a heel hook. And it has that leg and knee grapevine, and Heather Reckless is nowhere near a rope. Will Heather Reckless tap out, Tyler?
Heather Reckless writhing in pain in a bad way.
I don't think
Missa Kate can continue to bridge back on this knee bar.
I don't think submission is in Heather Reckless's genetic makeup, but a kick to the face maybe. Reaching, inching, crawling, and she gets there.
Kate can't believe it.
And Kate has to break here. Come on. It's referee's discretion, but don't throw this away, Kate.
Cooler heads prevailing there for Missa Kate, realizing I'm a second away from getting disqualified and maybe losing this opportunity to be a competitor here in AAW.
Wow, we talked about Kate's temper and her erratic behavior, and it's, coming out in a big way there, but Reckless able to come out of the ropes with a enziguri kick, and potentially, will this pay off?
Reckless off the second, caught.
Too many high risks for a damaged knee.
Kate had her scalp. Transitions into a DDT, spikes her head first, and now Reckless looking to capitalize, pulling Missa Kate right where she wants her.
Pin her, Heather, come on.
Springboard, moonsault off the second. Reckless with a cover, 2, 3, gets the W.
Yeah.
Quick agility, picking up the W here on AAW Live for Heather Reckless.
9 minutes, 59 seconds. Your winner, the Devil's Little Princess, Heather Reckless.
See, that right there is how you put people on notice. Now, everyone knows who ACH and Jossie is. So if you are a tag team holder, not only in AAW, but just a tag team holder in the world, you should be put on notice now that the highest tag team in the world has put everyone on notice. Isn't that right, Jossie?
Damn right, that's correct. Now, I've got a habit of running my mouth and talking a big damn game about how damn good I am. And if I could just pause that for a moment and put over, that's insider term for you all people back home with the nerds and shit like that. If I could give a compliment to my learning tree, he, ACH, attitude, charisma, and the mother effing heart is the reason that those tag team championships are coming around our waist. Like my aunt said, you're on notice, bitch. You know what? It almost came to fruition tonight in the building that I built, Loco Square Auditorium, with my people chanting my name. I came this close, 16 years in AAW, but you know what? Tonight wasn't my night. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm coming back next time, and I'm coming back more ready than ever, because Gringo Loco is here, and he's ready. Are you, bitch? Let's fucking go!
Next month, Steel Cage. The show's called Never Say Die, right? For the last 5 years, I've been running these roads. I'm the goddamn Cornbelt Cowboy. Right now, it might be real cool to be a cowboy, but I live that shit. I'm the goddamn boss of the plains. And ever since I've stepped foot in this company, and ever since I've been in AAW, I've been working my ass off. Every show, every night, because that's what I do, that's what I live for. And you, Silas Young, you're coming in here. You've been gone for 5 years, I keep saying it, but you've been gone. You were the king, you left to get bigger paychecks. And now those paychecks are gone and you're back. And you want your crown back? I'm not giving it to you. Look here in my eyes, Silas. I'll tell you right here, just like I told you in that ring, and just like I'm gonna tell you in that steel cage, in that violent, brutal steel cage. That's history right there. All the matches, all the blood, all the gore, that's what you're gonna get from me. That's what you're gonna get. And I expect nothing less. I know you're gonna come and give it to me too. But come the end of the night, I'm finally beating you, Silas. Because it's my goddamn time now. It's my goddamn time in AAW. And it's time to sit at the throne as the boss of the plains.
Quite the opposing duos here on AAW Live. Joe Dombrowski, Hartenbower, and HBJ wasting little time.
And we know HBJ as Sabotage Sean Logan, young 21 or so year old kid who's been looking for an opportunity. He's been working hard, but he finds himself in the spell of John, capital letter E, period, Bravo. I do the thing, I know it makes you happy. But Sean
contractually obligated, we have to mention it every AAW Live.
But is Sean Logan really an apprentice here? Is he really an understudy? Or is he really a whipping boy? Is he really a lackey that they can push around? I'm not so sure.
You know, I think that's going to be one of those things that it's only up to Sabotage, Sean Logan, or HBJ, as he is now known, to find out the name for. Japanese arm drag by Damien Chambers. And you got Damien Chambers and Xavier Walker, a newfound tag team here in AAW. Hip toss into an arm breaker.
Yeah, but the official is rightly explaining to Damien that HBJ is not the legal man in this matchup. Hartenbower made the blind tag. And for those of you that don't know, HBJ, that's Hartenbower Jr.
Yes.
That's kind of an emasculating name, Hartenbower Jr.
Well, I mean, maybe it's the key to success here.
Why can't he be himself? Let's just be yourself out there. That's advice we get our whole lives.
Well, he tried being himself, and he, had one of the biggest losing streaks in AAW history.
Okay, well, he's a young kid. I don't know.
Don't get hot about it. I'm just pointing out the facts.
Oh, I'm not getting hot about it. Don't get hot if I get hot.
I know you're upset that, where conspicuous by his absence is John, capital letter E, period, Bravo. I understand that they were doing a live reenactment of the movie Dumb and Dumber, and he is playing the role of Jim Carrey, so he is not here tonight at AAW Live.
He always plays the role of dumb or dumber, whether he realizes it or not. But I'm not upset about this physicality we've seen in there. Hartenbower in control now, but did you see a moment ago? Chambers took Hartenbower down with one shoulder tackle. That's rarefied air to be able to do that.
Hartenbower is not a man that gets taken off of his feet easily, and Damien Chambers is not a man that gets muscled around as easily as Hartenbower is carrying him right now. Damien Chambers, we've spoke about, obviously he's had his issues in the past with Karam on AAW Live, really trying to string together those signature victories.
Check out the momentum and the velocity in the corner.
And Hartenbower just staring a hole through Xavier Walker on the outside.
Chambers is about 6'4", ex-rugby player. He's as physical as they come, but Hartenbower, no fear, and it certainly seems that John, capital letter E, period, Bravo, has instilled the formula to success, and HBJ, Sean Logan, he's almost giddy about getting the tag.
Oh, and we saw what happened the last time that HBJ tried to go for these knee strikes.
His suspenders need a little work.
It did not work out in his favor. It caused almost a monumental upset here in AAW on AAW Live just a few weeks ago, available on YouTube. Chambers, though, needs to get his wits about him. He needs to be able to get to this corner. He needs to make this tag to Xavier Walker. He's taken quite the onslaught of attacks so far.
Suplex, 2 count only. All I'm saying is I saw HBJ, or whatever you want to call him, driving in Hartenbower and driving in Davey Vega before we went on the air on our epic pay-per-view, our 18th anniversary, and everything short of the chauffeur hat. I'm not so sure their intentions are genuine, but I do know that it's all about making the most of your opportunities, and with Hartenbower by your side, it's going to be tough to stop you, no question. Oh, what a vicious, physical knife-edge chop.
Hartenbower with a couple strong shoulder strikes and now follows it up with a knee. Chambers is just in a bad way, and all Xavier Walker wants is to get this tag, to get into this contest, to even up the odds.
That's the last thing that Team Hartenbower won. Xavier's about 6'8". He scored a big victory in his AAW return a few weeks ago here on Alive, and Chambers has to fight the world, but Hartenbower, the extension of the leg, boot right to the chest cavity.
Hartenbower able to get the boot up, and again, staring a hole through Xavier Walker.
Hartenbower not looking intimidated, not looking impressed.
Now hoisting Chambers up, picking him up off the mat. Might be looking for that slump buster. And if he hits this, that's going to be it. Chambers though able to find his way out the back door. Sends Hartenbower into HBJ, and we have 2 legal tags. In comes the big man, Big X, Xavier Walker coming in. Clothesline takes Hartenbower down.
And look at the intensity, the force and the drive of Xavier Walker, who I think...
Oh! The Champagne Man with the champagne hand taking down HBJ! And now Big X, Xavier Walker, has that hand hoisted.
Xavier's been untapped potential. He's been money waiting to be cashed for many months here at AAW, and it looked like Xavier was a choke slam away from the victory circle again.
And that goes to show the attack that Damian Chambers has felt so far has paid dividends. But Xavier Walker, not a man to be tested, not a man to be taken lightly, taking down both Hartenbowers and sending Hartenbower Sr. to the outside. Ripcord into a neck breaker, a house of fire as Xavier Walker hooks the leg too. No.
I'd love to see Xavier's time running the 40. Did you see Xavier hit those ropes and the impact he came off with on both Hartenbowers? Wow.
Now Chambers calling for the tag.
Tyler, this is the best Xavier Walker we've ever seen.
This duo, if they are able to pick up this victory here tonight,
oh, wait a minute.
Think about what this could do for them here in AAW.
Think about Hartenbower put the leg of Xavier. Here comes Chambers. And HBJ, Sean Logan, caught him and scooped him up.
Rolls through, hoists him onto the shoulders. What has he got in mind here? He's looking for a TKO. Ducks that clothesline. Jumping Enziguri from Chambers. Stuns Sean Logan. Ripcord lariat.
Hartenbower and Xavier are brawling in the entranceway. It's down to Chambers and Logan, center of the ring.
Chambers, Death Valley into the knee. Hooks the legs.
Is that enough?
Hits him with the cover. Chambers gets the W. Upset here on AAW Alive, Chambers and Walker.
6 minutes, 33 seconds. Your winners, Xavier Walker and Damian Chambers.
Whoa! Wow, that felt so good. First singles match in what, 5+ years? I hope Stephen Wolf, you know the Shook still got it. I hope the AAW crowd knows that the Shook still got it. I never lost it.
An incredible performance tonight in the ring with Big Beef, but he stood even bigger. Former AAW heavyweight champion.
Out of the picture for a second. I'm gonna make this personal. I'm gonna put everyone on notice for a second. Do you think the Savage Weight Fred Yehai cares about having a great match? Hey, that's good for Big Beef. This is what I do. Why? Because I'm different. I told you this before. Whether it's out on Bourbon Street, having a bloodbath, cutting motherfuckers open, or here in Logan Square, beating the crap out of whoever stands across from the Savage Weight. This is what I do. It doesn't matter if you're Myron Reed, if you're Josh Alexander, if you're Shaft. It doesn't matter if you're Matt Fitchett. You're on notice. Because with the Savage Weight Fred Yehai, it's war. It's war. 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 Hell no, I'm not done. War. War.
Russ, wait a minute, Russ.
What?
You got a tag title shot. Who's gonna be your partner?
Who's gonna be my tag team partner? It doesn't fucking matter. Who? Her. Pipsqueak. Come here. That's my fucking tag team partner, happy?
Isn't it funny that Manders wants a steel cage match after you've embarrassed him time and time again?
No, I don't know what's more funny. I don't know if it's more funny that he thinks that he wants this match, that he thinks he actually has a chance, or the fact that AAW actually granted him this match after all the times I've embarrassed him over and over.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Val Malone and Silas Young, we are AAW.
Damn right, we don't agree on a lot, but I'll agree with you on that. You know, it's funny, you know, I actually heard what he had to say about this upcoming match, and he was talking about how a whole whopping 5 years, a whole 5 years, he's been traveling up and down the road. He's been putting in the blood, sweat, and tears. Shit, 5 years? You're looking at 20 years. 20 years in the wrestling business. Shit, at this point, I've forgotten 5 years of wrestling. It's ridiculous, Manders. You want your steel cage match? You want to come out here? You think that because you put in 5 years, you think that because you put in the blood, sweat, and tears that you have what it takes to get in the ring with the last real man? Just remember, I've been in this business for 20 years. And guys like me, we don't stay around for 20 years because we're average. We don't stay around for 20 years because we know people. Because as a matter of fact, I've never been a guy that's gotten places because I have friends. I've never been a guy that's gotten places because people are doing me favors. I've gotten to where I'm at based on pure skill and ability. So Manders, you want your steel cage match? You got your goddamn steel cage match. And when it's said and done, you're gonna realize that you bit off way, way more than you can chew. And you better do your goddamn job.
Hey, I want that money too, so don't get worried about me.